So, Trevor and I are back in Boulder, Colorado. It is, I think, 28 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and it actually doesn't feel too bad. We've been kind of afraid of the winter. We've never lived through a real one, being from Florida. We lived in Tucson for a bit. But yeah, we're gonna brave the winter now, and honestly, 28 doesn't feel that bad. If you're in a nice jacket, you can, see your breath, but if the sun's out, it's pretty nice. So we're happy to be back in Boulder, and we're super excited to get things rolling. Races are coming right around the corner. The big goal for the first part of the year is Ironman Texas, so we're excited to see what he can put out there. Today, Trevor is doing 10 by a K at sub-threshold. We've only been back at altitude for a couple of days, and he's usually been only doing one run workout a week, so thinking that'll be around 315 to 320 per K today. He'll just do a minute rest. And actually, he's going to start, now that we're back in Boulder, doing double run workout days instead of splitting them up throughout the week. And also instead of doing, double the volume in one sitting, kind of splitting that up throughout the day so it doesn't fatigue the body as much, but you're still getting all that quality work in. So he's doing 10 by a K, sub-T this morning, a minute rest, and he'll do the same workout this afternoon, actually with a friend of ours, Paul Stafford. They ran against each other in Florida in high school and even in college. He lives in Boulder now, and he's a pretty big running name. He has his own coaching business as well. But yeah, so they're going to do a workout together later today, but this morning where he's going to knock out 10 by a K on this beautiful morning, and yeah, we're excited.
I actually really like these flats, love. They're really, the flats, like these flats, yeah.
I'm the motherfucking greatest. Here you go.
Looking good. Look at that, perfect 1K.
Felt so fit a week ago. Not out there.
At 4 or 5 day altitude.
Yeah, this is when you feel the worst. Give it a week and a half, you'll feel better.
It'll just get better.
I get it's usually like a month. I'm usually fine for like a week. 2 weeks, okay, and like the third week kills.
But you've had
because I just dumb shit like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've had a big couple days.
I do my first week at altitude, 30 hours.
That's crazy.
Kids don't do what I do. Do as I say. Good. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like tight. Feel like I'm back at altitude. It's like blah. Yeah. But it's not bad. It's fine.
I bet you'll feel better this afternoon.
Yeah. My fifth workout back, and all I had was the on carbons. It's just my first workout in the flats. They don't gravel, get lazy in carbons. Sure. I was feeling my hamstrings.
That's good though.
Actually having to work.
Yeah.
Man, I really don't feel like doing anymore, but.
No, you got this. 2 more.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll do it after this one and then.
Yep. Almost done. Think about how good you'll feel later today. All done. Good work.
Sure.
Cold hands. Part 1 done.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, they're not cold. I just literally can't feel them.
Weird.
All right, how you feeling?
I feel good. That was a bit harder than I anticipated. Probably just a mixture of not wearing the carbons for the first time, wearing the flats, being on gravel, being at altitude, being 20 degrees. So all those variables, which is fine. It doesn't matter. So the RPE and the lactate was a bit higher than prescribed, or kind of how I wanted it to feel or go. But it was fine. It was a good effort. 10 by K off a minute rest. It was good. It was a good starting point. I'm going to come back this evening with a friend, Paul Stafford. He's a pro runner coach that I ran against in high school. He now lives and trains full-time here in Boulder, so we're good friends now, and so we usually hit some PM sessions together. So I think he did 5 by 2K this morning. I'll probably do at least 5 to 8 by K tonight, maybe 5 by 10, just depending how I feel, just for some extra volume. As I want to get, I don't know, upwards of 20 kilometers at least a week of this kind of sub-threshold work. It's the only quality run workout I do in the week. Like I'll do an LT1 zone 2 / long run on Sunday, but this is the only time I really kind of like lace up the shoes to go fast. So with that being said, I don't really see the value, in my opinion, in doing 20 by K or whatever, 9 by 2K. Like obviously there is value to that, and I've done that once upon a time, but I just think rather doing 20 by K, doing 2 sets of 10 by K, separated by a nap and some food, and just not destroying my legs, the risk of injury goes way down, and I think you get 90% of the benefits. I'd rather get 90% of the benefits and be healthy all year, is my idea. And usually, like I said during the workout, whether it's to swim, bike, or run, I think a lot of people are like this, but I always feel electric on the second set, like especially on the run and the swim. If I do an AM session and I come back in the PM for a swim or a run, I feel so good. That's my philosophy on what we're doing today. I started this workout 5 weeks ago. Started with 400s. Then I think I did 400s twice and going to 800s, Ks, and then 1200s. So I think that's 5 to 6 variations of the workout over the last 5 to 6 weeks. And then now I just brought it back down. Like I said, I did 8 by 1200 last Tuesday in Florida. I was able to run some really nice paces, have some really nice heart rate and lactate values. But, it was 50 degrees at sea level, so it's about as easy as that. We're in carbons on the track, so it's about as easy and as sexy as that workout's going to get. Just brought it back down just because, like I said, I am 48 hours into my altitude stint, and I know I'm going to feel like a bag of crap for the next week or so. And yeah, obviously it's not like the best thing to do like 30 hours of training in the week, like your first week back, but I don't got time to chill around. I got freaking races to win. So anyway, I'm going to go do a cool down. I'm sure we'll circle back in a minute. I'm just going to do I think I'm just going to do a kilometer. I'm already at 8 miles, so I don't want to.
You don't do too much on the day.
Yeah, eventually it's another thing as well. Like, obviously you want to do an Ironman, you want to run well off the bike. You got to do mileage. But doing 20 to 26 miles just straight, it's a big ass. So like eventually if I just 2 mile warm up, 6 miles of sub-threshold to threshold work, 2 mile cool down, that's 10 miles. You do that twice, 2 times in a day, it's 20 miles. Plus a 20 mile long run. It's 40 miles of your weekly mileage right there. Bob's your uncle. I got that saying from, if anyone's looking for a good TV show recommendation, it's the 100.
Watching the 100.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I just finished my 3rd take through the whole all 8 seasons, so I've watched it 3 times.
I watched 2 of them, and
It's amazing.
Yeah, you know what? He gets through 8 seasons because he's fast forward to the board.
Here, let me tell
You're that type of
Here, let me tell the fans something real quick. I want to tell the fans something real quick. So yeah, it's the 100. Great show. I watched it my sophomore year in college. I think there's 8 seasons, like 15 episodes a season. Fantastic. It's like nuclear war, and then they have to go live in space, and they come back down to Earth. Great show. Whatever. So I watched it sophomore year of college, and then I think I watched it like 2 years ago. Watched it almost all the way through, like a little bit of fast forward. And now, once I already know the plot, so last week we were in Florida, and I think the week before I watched all 8 seasons again. But I watched all 8 seasons within like 5 days because you just fast forward through the slow part.
Why watch it then?
No, I just want to refresh myself on the topic in the show. But it's like I don't need to see the love and the romantic scenes. I just want to see the war scenes. So I just like get through all the good parts. So I finished 8 seasons in about 5 days. Anyway.
It's not actually watching it, but sure.
Yeah, I got the whole gist of the story. I watched the first season. I watched the last episode, and then the middle parts. I get through. So, all right, I'll be
There
back
you
in 5
go.
minutes.
What do you think, Sophie?
I think that's absolutely horrific, but if it does it for him, that's great. Look at his back from Kona. It's still.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's crazy.
Point that on the camera. Say that's my back.
You couldn't sleep at night because it was just so raw.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get it to focus.
Yeah, I guess I can touch on Kona real quick. Let's run it.
Okay. Well, I want to ask first who
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, all right. So this is Lily. She's almost 5 months old. Yeah, almost 5 months old. Soph and I got her 2 weeks after Kona. We flew to Florida, 1 for vacation, 2 to get Lily, and 3 to buy a new car. And yeah, so we've had her right since the beginning of November. It's been amazing. We had another golden all through high school, college, professionally, and she ended up having lymphoma. So it's been 2 years, and Sophie and I finally decided we need another daughter, and yeah, so we have her. Brought her to Boulder, and it's been amazing. It's great to come home to her. Now she's got her bone, and she's going to do the little interview with me.
Nice. So how have things been going? Can you give us an update on well, I guess we could start with Kona.
Yeah,
I don't think you've talked about it.
Yeah, I haven't really talked a lot about Kona. And obviously, haven't made a YouTube video since before Kona. Didn't really talk about much after Kona on Instagram or anything. So yeah, I'll give a quick little run through. Hopefully, it's not too long. So did Kona. I was run through the race really quick. Swam 55 minutes with the 52-minute group until the turnaround. So 2 kilometers in. So that's with the Lionel Sanders, Chris Lieferman group. Great, right where I wanted to be. I was sitting second to last in that group. I think Cam Worth was on my feet right before the boats. A little gap had opened. I think a bit of a wave came through. And I was on Lionel's feet. Bit of a gap opened. I tried to close it. It was too hard. I couldn't close it. And to be honest, I really didn't feel like trying that hard in that moment. I was going 7 out of 10. Really didn't feel like going 10 out of 10. It's a long race. It's Kona. I know a lot's going to happen. And I know I wasn't going to make or break my race in the swim. Worf came around me. He ended up closing the gap. He was strong enough to do so. Good on him. I just wasn't there. I ended up swimming the last 2 kilometers by myself. I think Arthur Horshaw, Sam Laidlow's training partner, and Michael Weiss ended up catching me 10 minutes later, and we swam the last kilometer in together, so that was good. I mean, we swam so slow. But it's fine. It was great. Got out of the water, 7-8 minutes down, 55 minutes. My heart rate was maybe 100. It was fine. It was easy, so it was good. It wasn't bad. Got the shoes on, went to work. I'm always super slow. First few minutes out of the bike, took the in-town section behind Michael Weiss and an Australian guy, Hamilton. I don't know. He's on a Cervelo with Princeton wheels. Besides the point, they led us through the first town section. Then I went up that little hill, got on the Queen K, 108 miles to go, and then I just started feeling great, left the bike computer, and just started ripping. Caught Lionel's group, told Lionel to come. He didn't come. Caught Braden Curry, caught the Matt Hansen group at Javi, saw Gustav Backegard. I knew I was in the race at that point. Into the top 20. I think I caught Worf around 70 miles into the race, 80 miles, 75 miles into the race. Just blew by him. He came with me. I think Jackson was behind us for, 10, 15 minutes. And then it was Worf. I think Worf sat on my wheel for, 10, 20 miles, hot minute. And then, we hit a crosswind section coming into town. He took the lead the last 10 miles, 8 to 10 miles. That was great. Just, sat 20 meters back, and he towed us into town. It was great. I was feeling awesome. It's taking a ton of carbs. I mean, when you're going a bit easier, it's easier to get in more carbs. Obviously, you're going super hard. It's harder to get in carbs, but I was biking within myself, feeling good, and made that last turn behind that Publix or whatever the grocery store is, right before the last turn, right to the T2 line, and took my shoes out of my took my feet out of the shoes, and the shoes are still clipped into the bike, and I let slack go on one of the shoes, and the heel hit the ground. And obviously, when you're going upwards of 20 miles per hour, and a heel of a shoe hits the bike, to stop the bike, flip me completely over, snap my aero bars, ripped up the back of my kit, and it happened so quickly, and instantly got up, started crying, obviously because I'm sad and embarrassed, but I was in a lot of pain, lost all the skin on my back, my lower back ended up really hurting. Came to, I didn't black out, but got consciousness or whatever, cohesiveness, and it was Craig Alexander, Crowy, and I literally just he's like, come on, mate, you can still win this, let's go. And I just hug him, the 2-time Ironman world champion. I literally hug him, start crying, just bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, can you call, I don't know if I said my mom or my girlfriend or something. And he's like, yeah. And then I didn't know this at the time until after, but the Raw Endurance team, so Matt Jensen, Chris Lato, Natasha, they were there. I think they picked up my bike shoes. I think I told them to just hold the bike shoes. And then I biked the last 100 meters of the bike, just barefoot on the pedals.
Yeah.
Bike was completely broken. So that was the bike. I was in really rough shape. I came off the bike in 18th place. Tried to hobble through transition. My lower back, left glute area was just, I couldn't step. It hurt so bad. And it was just really upset. I was really upset because I heard I think I was 2 minutes behind the Rudy Von Burr, Patrick Lane group coming into transition. And, I'm not going to talk about what I could have done on the day. I could have ran 4 hours, who the hell cares? But I think I could have, Worf got 7th, and he's a fantastic athlete, and I could have at least been, with him, pushing for a top 5.
Yeah.
That was a really hard pill to swallow. Fast forward, like I said, we flew back home, got an MRI, had a partially torn left glute and a bone bruise on my sacrum area. Ended up taking pretty much the whole month of November off of running, some light biking, some light swimming, and then December rolled around and just spiraled. Hit a really dark patch of depression. I don't know if it was late onset depression of Kona. Weather was getting cold. I really didn't care about triathlon. Didn't want to do triathlon. And I was in a really dark place. It was really hard for me. You dropped a bone, and so it was really, really difficult. I've never dealt with that ever really in my life.
Really, that was kind of your first down and. Yeah,
it was really, really hard. I don't know. I never wanted to say depression's fake, or you can not it's definitely a real thing, and I dealt with it, and it was hard. It was hard on me and Soph, and it was difficult. So then we went to, I had Gavin, one of the athletes I coach. He's one of our better Foley Athletics age groupers. He came out to train with me one of my last weeks in Jacksonville. That really lit the fire under me. And then we went to Destin to train with Francesca, 17-year-old girl that we coach. That lit the fire. Being around young kids who want to be good and stuff, it's that's why I love coaching. That's why I love triathlon. It's so hard not to want to go train and race and do all these things. So that was great. Then we got home to Boulder, and I'm feeling great. I'm back with the swim group, back filming, back having Soph help. Going to meet with Jared, my advisor, next week. Just back in a good routine, right? I can run to gravel. I've got my bike trainer. I have Nick from Whoa helping me build on my bikes for this year. Getting all the new sponsored stuff. So I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Okay, so it's what, Feb now?
Yeah, it's February 7th, 10:47 in the morning.
Thank you, specific. What does the next few months look like?
Yeah, so if I want to do Oceanside, we have 2 months till Oceanside. Gonna sprinkle in a few gravel races in there. I'll hit on that in a second. 50-50 on Oceanside, put my name on the start list. Like I said 5 minutes ago, if I'm fit, confident, healthy, I'm gonna go race Oceanside. I'm gonna go try to win. Great, perfect. But my main objective is Ironman Nice. It's a super bike focused race. If you're a competent bike rider, you have good power, you actually know how to ride a bike down a hill, up a hill, around corners, you're going to do really good in that race. I think I can do that. I think I'm one of the best cyclists in the world in triathlon. So I want to go to Nice and I want to show how good I am and I want to try to win. And that's really scary to say, but I don't give an F anymore. I'm going to say it. So yeah, that's my goal. So I'm not going to do a race or a training camp or a workout if it jeopardizes my chances of winning Nice. So if I'm not ready to go to Oceanside, I'm not going to do Oceanside. I'll do Texas. I want to try to win Texas. I know it's going to be where I'm probably Patrick Lane, Christian, really good guys, right? I'm going to go try to compete there. Only way I'm going to compete in that race is obviously I'm going to lose a ton of time in the swim, ride even on the bike, and I'm going to need around like 229 off the bike, and I'm going to train my mind, body, and soul to run 229 off the bike and just kill myself to do it. That's what it takes. Like I ain't going to learn how to swim front pack like ever in my life. Maybe second pack, but like I want to win the race. You better run 229 off the damn bike. So that's the goal, and then I'll do St. George. Last time we're ever going to have St. George. Soph and I, we have 20 athletes, so full athletics going to be racing that race. We have a kid trying to win the overall amateur. Soph's racing. Then we got like 18 other team members racing, so that's a big team race for us. So I'm going to be there. So yeah, it's going to be a great race all around. And then I'll probably do 70.3 Boulder. Can't pass up the home race. I'm going to sleep right in this house and go do it. Perfect. Like the bike course later runs right by my house. So yeah, gotta support local, right? And then I'll probably figure out what I want to do in the middle of the summer. Placid, obviously I would love to go back and try to win that race again. It's really good for business. It's a great course for me, because of the bike and whatnot, but it's kind of getting close to Nice is the problem. I think it's only like 6 weeks before Nice, so that could be kind of an issue. That's kind of my rough plan right now. I'm going to throw in some gravel races beginning of March, Mooney Valley, the Tiers, and Mid-South. I just think it's a great thing for me to do. Again, learning how to ride a bike. I'd rather go do 360 watts for 4 hours in a gravel race than on my freaking trainer by myself, So it's way better to go do in a race. It's fun. I got nothing to lose. Going to go get my crap kicked in by people that are better athletes than me. And it's only going to help me in the race, right?
You started doing that last year, right?
Yeah, I did a pro gravel
races?
race last year. Made like $1,500 and got 4th place. It's kind of fun.
Okay.
Sponsors love it. As long as I stay healthy and safe, I think it's a win-win. And so that's kind of what's coming up in the near term. And yeah, we have a lot of new brands this year that I'm sure we'll talk about throughout the whole year. But the big one, at least on the run side, is On. Yes, I was a competitive runner since the age of 12 to 22, and I just lived, slept, and breathed running. I always wanted to be a pro runner. One, I would shoot contracts. So the fact that I have the opportunity to work with like such a premier brand like On is kind of mind blowing. So yeah, I'm just super stoked, super thankful. Really hard to believe that I got 15 On boxes sitting right here, and I can wear a bunch of nice kit and hope you rep the brand really cool, especially being the likes of like Christian and Chelsea, all those great athletes are sponsored by them. So to be in the talks with them is pretty cool. And we're back with Felt. Never want to leave that bike. I'd ride that bike for free. I love that damn bike. It's super fast. Changing up the wheels. We're with Envy this year, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Still rocking a Varlo kit, a Koi Sunnies, the Wove saddle, and another new big one is the nutrition sponsor. Love the guys at Raw. It was great to work with them last year, but that really hurt. But I'm really excited to work with Z2 Performance this year. They're a big Latin American company making a big push into North America, so I'm really excited to try to help them grow the brand in America as a big patriot myself. So we got a great team behind us. I got a great swim group, great advisor. We got we got Soph, great partners. We got David. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really feel professional. I have everything I need this year. If I don't win races and I don't perform to the level that I am expected to do, and it's on me. So I got everything I need to do to be successful, and I just need to go do it now. So really looking forward to it.